Welcome to Spirit Medium Laura Mediumship and Messages. Here you can enjoy healing to happiness with exceptional, evidential, and ethical spirit communications. Spirit Medium Laura has been channeling spirit for over 30 years. She is a research medium and is featured as a top 100 psychic in America. Here is Spirit Medium Laura now.
Hi, everybody. Guess who this is? Spirit Medium Laura. Welcome to Mediumship and Messages with me. The first 30 minutes or so, I'm going to be spending talking about subjects of interest. Then at about 15 minutes into the hour, I will be doing mediumship, and then about 30 minutes into the hour, I'll be doing a mix of mediumship, messages, meditation, manifesting, mentoring, and medical intuition, healing perhaps. As well, the beginning of the show, not only do I talk about a subject of interest, but as well I do a guided meditation and then some channeling, so we all get a group message from the team called The Ones, a spiritual group from actually the Pleiadian group from the Pleiades area, and they're going to be talking to us this evening about love, as they always talk about love, but every time they do it from a different perspective. So what's happening these days? Woo, a lot of stuff. I can hardly make up my mind half the time what I'm going to talk about, but one of the things I do want to talk about is belief in the spiritual realm. For a long time, I was just recently a guest on X Zone Radio. Rob McClellan is the host there, and I was interviewed last Thursday night, but that's every 6 months or so he interviews me. And in August, which was the 6 months prior to this, he had asked me towards the end of the show, "Do you believe in the other side, or what do you think about all this?" And I had said to him, "Well, I really don't know. I may be a medium, I may be speaking to transition loved ones, but my own self as a human being, I don't really know." Well, lately, communications have been getting so specific, and even a healing recently happened with somebody that actually Patricia's in the audience tonight, and I will be speaking with her for another side connection, but she'd sent somebody to me actually, what they were sent to me for was to set up a communication with her husband. There was a couple, Marjorie and Chuck. And Marjorie wanted to have a communication with her husband after he transitioned, and he'd been diagnosed with terminal cancer. And the other part of their session was to be about understanding some paranormal activity that was going on in their home. So, I'm thinking to myself, well, really, I don't know. I just felt there must have been something more. And anyway, instead of me going right for those two things, Chuck's mother comes in from the other side and wants to speak to him. So we go through the normal process of validating his mother through evidence, and then all of a sudden this message slips through. And I wasn't sure if it was Marjorie's mother or Chuck's mother, but anyway, there it was. Don't pay attention to what anybody tells you. This is going to turn out better than you think. And I'm sitting there thinking, do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do-do-do. What do I don't want to say anything to hurt Chuck, because he's already suffering enough thinking and believing that he's going to be terminated with this illness. So anyway, I don't pay that much attention to the message, just slips through my mouth. And then I did feel, though, however, that I should do a healing with him. So after we go through all the other stuff and we get a lot of validation, a lot of evidence, we set up the communication from the other side and everything else, I did a healing. And then I thought nothing of it. It was a very sensitive session. It was very poignant. There was crying during the session. A lot of stuff was discussed. It's very, very, very touching, I'll have to say. Very, very touching. But I didn't think anything of it, because it's not my job to think. It's my job to be the transmitter of message and energy for healing and perceiving and a gamut of other things. So anyway, fast forward 3 weeks later, I get a message from the woman who'd referred him to me, and the message is that Chuck's cancer had been dramatically reversed. He still had some tumor activity, but for the most part, it'd been beyond any, I would assume, any medical kind of expectation, had been dramatically reversed. I mean, even in the liver and so on. He had tumors in several areas. So what is one to think of all of this? Well, first thing I want you to know, I don't take credit for this. God is the one. God and Chuck, and even Marjorie, his wife, and even Patricia, who introduced us. I could never, ever, ever go in and, take responsibility for that. It's not like that. Healing is not like that. Healing is when a medium or a spiritual healer becomes the conduit. Okay, becomes the conduit. And a good medium trains for becoming neutral and allowing that communication to occur in a way that the recipient can receive it. But the healer, the medium healer, is not the healer per se. They don't go in and actually change things around. So ego is very important to manage in this process. Ego is very important to manage. One of the most important responsibilities I have is to learn how to become neutral. In any event, this experience and a couple of other ones, I spoke about two of them last week, foreshadowing of a birth that I didn't know about, and also a man who, there was a foreshadowing of a death and evidence produced. And then when it happened, we weren't expecting it. There was a foreshadowing during a mediumship session. We didn't expect that meant the person would transition, but he was killed suddenly in an auto accident 2 days afterwards. And then the man who'd been killed, came in and provided some specific evidence, which again, I have to now, I have to say to you guys, I do know there is a spiritual realm. Do I know what it's like? Not really. I've read a lot of books, and when I make my communications to the other side, or mostly through the other side mediumship, I get little glimpses of what it's like. But I think it's probably impossible for us on Earth we don't have the equipment to understand what it's like. We really don't, because we live in a physical realm. So keep those experiences I'm telling you about in your own mind. Remember them, okay? Because spirit does exist. Spirit is, no doubt about it. And I'm seeing evidence of that, physical evidence of that every day. And I consider it my responsibility to share those experiences with you so that you can move from fear to love. A Course in Miracles is all about that, moving from fear, which is a feeling of being disconnected, a feeling of being mortal, okay, that feeling, to feeling connected, which is what love is, to knowing that you're immortal. So that's my charter on Earth, as a conduit to that kind of evidence, if you will, and to be humble in my actions, because I try and I want to be, and I am vowed to be as honest and as real and as humble as I can be, because without that, this work cannot happen. Okay, so we're going to go now into a bit of a meditation, and then I'm going to do some channeling for group message. So I'd like everybody that is participating this evening to sit back in your respective chairs or wherever you're lounging. Sit back, uncross arms and legs. Start to focus on your abdominal area, allowing yourself to get very light and dreamy, very relaxed. If you're calling today for an other side connection, please ask your loved ones to now enter your room. See them, feel them, hear them, say hello, hugs and kisses, call them in. If this evening you're asking for a healing or you want an answer to a life question, please ask that those questions be answered either through the show or some way, somehow, because I may not get to everybody waiting. Good. Actually, that reminds me of something I didn't talk about. Oh, well. So I'm going to go do the prayer, and I'd like everybody listening, if you would please go do what I just asked you to do, and I'm going to go do the prayer. I'll be back in a second. And so what I would like you all to now do, on your next exhale of breath, to release into the space your energy, and I will connect us. One moment, please. Okay, there's a lot of green light in the audience, and I know someone here in particular is waiting for healing, but maybe there's going to be others, or maybe the work that happens tonight will provide a lot of healing. One moment while I bring in the communicators from Spirit for our show. One moment, please. We are here. We are the ones. We are the ones. We speak to you every day. We are your soul's urge to improve and advance on earth. We are the ones that incorporate our meaning into your life. We speak with you. We help you. In some ways, we are you, but we are not truly you, for we are individuated consciousness. As mentioned earlier, we do come from higher planes of existence, and we are here on Earth working through the medium this evening to provide for you messages of comfort, love, and light that will help you to advance, to give you hope, and to allow you to know that you too count. Each and every one of you counts. That is why we call ourselves the One, because we are helping you understand how you are the One. Each of you is the One. Each of you holds within you the seeds of greatness, even if it is simply to be in the sidelines, watching and helping others quietly. You see, the ones do not have audience. The ones are silent. The ones are quiet. The ones, or the one part of yourself that is divine, is hidden. And it is the most powerful aspect of divine self. The one is your soul. And so we come in every show to help you align with that soul, to help you understand that it is your most powerful aspect. And the first step that we have repeatedly brought to you to think about and to begin to do is called love towards self. When you have a feeling to do something, please listen to it. That is your soul speaking to you. Each and every time you have an urge or a desire that is extremely, extremely strong, that is your soul speaking to you about growth and about something that is right for you. Do not ignore feelings of the heart. Feelings of the heart are your path, your truth, and your power. Each day, if you would take time to listen to your feelings, either formally in a particular meditation and journaling session, or less formally by simply tuning in with your gut feeling about things on a regular basis, and then take that feeling, take that knowing, take that awareness, and ask. Then ask. Ask in prayer. Prayer is particularly effective when one does it during meditation. So if you're not meditating now, you have at your disposal one of the most powerful tools available to mankind, and that is your sacred self and your sacred mind, which is accessible in sacred time. Namaste. Very nice. Okay, so I did not mention that there is a website for this show called spiritmediumtv.com. There you can get a sale. Item 1 on that page, you can enter the contest to win a session with me. Item 2 on that page, you can jump the queue if you come in later or what have you, or you really need to be spoken with today. Item 3 on that page allows you to make a donation, and item 4 on that page allows you to watch. Oh my goodness, did I forget to turn this on? Oh no, I did turn it on. Okay. Half the time I don't even know what I'm doing. Oh goodness, to watch the show live, item 4 in Spirit Medium TV is a live video feed at the bottom of the page. There's also links to the cancer healing I just spoke about. It's not a healing because the person is still healing, but it's a restoration in large part, or reversal in large part of what was going on in him. There's an article link there. There's also a poem called Earth Angels that's linked there, which I'll probably get to on Wednesday. Okay, and so now I'm going to go to the cues because it is time. And I'm going to go to Chawika, who I believe has called in before. Hi, Chawika. How are you, darling?
Hi, I'm good. Yeah, it was a couple months ago I talked to you.
Yeah, and I think I did do mediumship for you. And I don't know.
Yeah.
I know I have before, and I believe, well, in any event, this evening I do feel more of a father figure for you. I don't know what I brought in before. May I go in that direction, or did you have something up your sleeve for me that you had some specific need?
No.
Okay.
No, it wasn't that specific.
Okay. Well, I sense this person is being more on the his body build, if it is your father indeed, or whoever it is, a man who has more of a what do you call that? What do you call that, Laura? My mind's like a sieve tonight. A body that's a little bit more on the. He doesn't look short, and he looks stocky. That's the word I'm looking for, stocky. In other words,
chubby?
Well, I don't know if it's chubby, but there's a thickness to his form, and he doesn't look that tall. He could be chubby. Sometimes chubby does make stocky, but stocky means that you have a thicker build and you have less height, usually.
Oh.
Okay, so I see a man walking around like that right now. Do you understand that for your father? I can give you more information, of course, but if your father definitely.
Yeah, it won't be my father. My father's still here, but I'm trying to think of any of my uncles, maybe. I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, there's two things. One is I feel that this is a father figure, so it could be a grandpa or an uncle or something like that, older generation. I also get in the stockiness in the build, okay? Whoever this is an outdoorsman, okay? Looks like he's from a rural area, and it looks like he's good at hunting and fishing. Do you understand that? Well, you may not know who it is yet because they didn't give you a good description of the person just yet. So he likes to hunt. Okay, he's an outdoorsman. Looks like the climate gets cooler in the winter. He's wearing a hat that is very looks like it would keep you warm. The hat. He has. Well, whoever I see, I hope I'm not being influenced by you and what I remember of you. But he seems to have eyes.
No, we didn't go in this area last time.
Okay. Well, what I'm thinking about you, maybe I'm confusing you with someone else, but what I'm seeing here are the eyes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, what I see here is the eyes of this person look more Asian or Indian. They have more of a narrowness to them or slant to them. Do you understand? Are you from Indian background, honey? Because I could be confusing you.
Yeah, I'm Native American.
Okay, so he has like Native American eyes, whoever this is. Okay, and he's from an older generation, hunts and fishes, outdoorsman type. But I
think it's my grandpa's side.
Yeah, fishing is really big for him. I do see that he's.
Yeah, my grandpa was into fishing a lot.
Big deal for him, and he's not real.
Yeah, and hunting also.
Yeah, not real long and lean. His body, he's got some width to the body. Not fat though. Okay, not fat. He's more of a. You know what I mean when I say stocky, love?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. And so that's the kind of build this man has. He's very smart person. Okay. Even though maybe not formally educated, but very intelligent, very astute, a lot of wisdom in his mind, in his body, I don't know why he says body, but he says body. and lineage, a lot of wisdom taught through the family, some of it coming to you these days, and from your mother, he says, not from your father as much as your mother. He says he loves you very much, even though he didn't spend a lot of time with you when you were on Earth. He's come in to say hello and help you with a problem that you're trying to solve. Okay, so let me just come back to you. Well, there's nothing really I can ask you. He says your mother, you're trying to solve a problem with your mother. Does that make any sense to you, honey?
With my mother? No, not right now. It doesn't. Not that I can think of.
Okay. I don't know what he just didn't he just say that? Because I can't even remember what I just said. Did he just say that you're trying to solve a problem with your mother or from?
Yeah.
Okay.
He said I'm trying to solve a problem.
Oh, just a problem. Okay. Hold on. I've got one foot in another dimension.
So if it's that, I can understand that.
You can understand what, honey?
If it was just a problem, like, I can understand that. Not with my mom, though. I can't think of anything with my mom.
Okay. Is this your grandpa on your mom's side?
No, it would have been my grandpa on my dad's side.
Okay.
So they're both on both sides Native American. So.
Okay. Well, which one was stocky, like to hunt and fish? Both of them?
That would have been my dad's side.
Dad's side, okay. All right, leave that. Well, whoever it is said your mother, and I don't know why, so we'll leave that go for a moment. Let me just continue with the message. Okay, he does.
My grandpa on my mom's side was also stalking and liked to fish too.
I'm
trying to see which one it is now.
All right, well, now I'm going to give you more information, okay? I do feel that this particular grandpa, and they might have had the same issue, but he has a heart problem towards the end of his life. Do you understand that for either of them, honey? Does it help you?
Oh, okay. I think that would be my dad's side.
Yeah, I kind of felt it was up your father's line. He's like a heart attack or something like that. It's also sudden passing. And he laughs a little bit. He says, even though he says he ate healthfully, he says, gets to the best of us. It's not all about exercise and diet. He says it's just about life. Life takes you suddenly. Life takes you in strange directions, he says. At times we don't understand. But this is your message. But after it happens, after we're taken and we move to spirit, we understand why we were taken when we were taken. We understand what our purpose was on earth and where we're going and why we did what we did and where we're going to go next. Life is like that. It leaves you surprises. Life leads you into surprises. You are leading a life, he says to you, that is very smart. You're doing all the right things, Shawika, with your health, with your welfare, and with your plans for the future. Yes, there will be surprises for you, but they will be on your path. They will help you. You are worried about your future. We say to you, myself and others here in Spirit World, that you will have everything that you want just the way you want it. Don't worry about yourself. He keeps talking about health and welfare. Don't worry about your health. Don't worry about your welfare. Stay on the path.
Yeah, I'm worried about that.
Oh, okay. Stay on the path you're on. All of that will be cleared up and you will receive guidance soon of what to do about your health. You need much healing now. Okay, you need healing hands. You need tonic of some sort. There's something there that he's showing me you should be drinking. It's like a bitter root drink or something. Maybe it's a Native American thing. I don't know. He says this will help you a lot with mobility issues and moving your hands. He says you need to take care of yourself. He says, however, you will have a good future and all this will pass you. Okay? All this will pass you and you will have a beautiful future. Do not worry about a thing. Now, he shows me that you might have some kind of arthritic thing going on in your hands. What is wrong with you, honey? Shawika? I mean, what's the health issue?
Not with my hands. I'm dizziness a lot. I've been seeing the neurologist, but they're trying different medication.
Oh.
So it's like dizziness I've been getting.
Dizziness. Interesting.
Not really my hands.
Okay. Well, let me just go forward with this. Now, I don't know. Okay, what I think you need to do is also, can you go to somebody who does more native kind of healing?
Around here on this part, there's not too many. The last medicine man had passed, and they're more of out of state. So I can try to find one maybe towards Arizona. I think my cousin's in nowhere somewhere out that way.
Okay. Well, try to do that also in complement to what you're doing traditionally, because he shows me something, and he actually gives me terminology: ginger root, ginger root. And that making a tea with that would be very helpful to you. Again, I'm not a physician. I always
Okay.
I always recommend these things are in complement, not replacement for,
Yeah.
our licensed medical professional. But I also hear ginger root, and having a tea with that would help a lot with your health. So I will leave that with you, my dear. God bless.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, honey. God bless. Bye bye. Okay, I'm going to go to Patricia, who is waiting for an other side connection. And this is the Patricia that referred that man to me that had the reversal of his cancer. Hello, Patricia. How are you tonight?
I'm doing just fine. How are you, Laura?
I'm doing good. I'm doing great. Thank you. I'm just so sleepy, though, but it's good when I'm sleeping because I do my best work when I'm half awake.
Sleep is always good.
I'm ready for my nap. I want my bottle and my nap. Okay, so I know you have several people in spirit right now. I do feel your mother more than anyone else. Is there somebody that you'd like to request? Because I do feel her right now.
Well, I'd like if maybe my mother or even my brother, either one, it doesn't matter, but I always take my mama.
All right. Well, actually, I'm not sure. This is because I don't remember everything. I do remember she's very pretty. She has blonde hair, and she liked to smoke. But I also see, right? I also see she's carrying extra weight on her. Maybe just a couple of pounds, not too much. She's laughing a little bit. She says, and she's using the word stocky again because I just use it. Else, she says, yeah, I was a little stockier in my build. She laughs a little bit about that, likening it.
Yeah.
Likening it to her build versus carrying extra weight on it. I won't go there with her, I won't go there.
Yeah, exactly.
She's a lovely woman. She has a nose noise. Her nose is more refined at the tip. When she laughs, I can see it get nice and pointy. Now, I've never really seen you. I've seen pictures of you because on Facebook I've seen them. But her nose is a little bit more narrow, especially at the tip. Would you agree with that, please?
Yes, I do.
All right, wonderful.
Yep, I agree.
All right, now she's going to go into more messages. Hold on, honey. There's something about eyesight or something yours is improving or getting better these days, your eyesight. Is there something going on with your eyesight, Patricia?
Well, yeah, I got glasses, but I can't really see through them.
Oh.
I see better without the glasses.
Oh.
Yeah, my husband just told me that his were 2 days ago that his eyes are getting better.
Oh.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
That's pretty shocking.
It is. Well,
yeah,
he says that your eyes are your mother says that your eyes are going to get better with care, with proper care and nutrition. She says you're working on this now. She says you'll figure it all out. What about the glasses, Mom? Is that the way it's going to improve, or is it going to be like your husband's, like Patty's husband, your son-in-law? What about that? It's not her eyes that need repair. It's her heart that needs repair. What do you mean by that, Mom? She's got a good heart, but I'm just saying that she's got to see things clearly for others as well as herself. Yes, the eyes are a bit of a, she says the eyes literally are a bit of a problem for you, dear Patty. She says, I'm sorry that you're having all these problems with your sight these days, but that will improve with the right glasses and the right prescription. So that's what she means by that, okay? However, seeing with your heart, she's going to make a philosophical message from this also. Seeing with your heart, seeing with your heart will allow you to see everything 20/20. She says you won't need glasses anymore if you always work with your feelings and your heart, my dear beautiful loved one. She says, I love you so much. She says, I know you use your heart all the time. She says, that's why you are so perceptive. That's why you are so able and so keen to see things. And that is the most important gift that you have that I gave you, is to be a heart worker, a heart feeler, a person who works with her heart, sees with her heart, and knows with her heart. She says to you, you're a highly intelligent human being. She says, honor yourself, honor your work, and honor who you are. Don't let anyone get in your way. There have been some people lately who have been trying to bully you around. She says you need to speak up. You need to speak up for yourself and don't let anyone get in your way. She says you will be successful with this new argument at hand of late. She says they will leave you alone. You are in the right and they cannot take anything from you.
Wow. That is so on.
Really? Okay.
That is so on. I've had problems with a family member, and the heart, my heart gets in the way sometimes because I wear it on my shoulder, and I live my life to help people.
Yeah.
And at times it can get you down.
Hmm.
It can get you down. But yeah, I completely understand that message.
Yeah.
Is she with her husband?
Yeah, she's there with him and a few other people from Spirit. And she also wants to add in, please remember that we're not with anyone. We're with everyone.
Oh, okay. That sounds like Mom.
She said, let me see what she means. She says she means by that is that we can be with anyone we want to be when we want to be with them. She says, I'm not fixed in one location. I have ability to move up and down the chain where I am. I can be in a region that is like Earth, but I also, your mother's very evolved, so I can go to other areas as well. And yes, I'm with your father, your stepfather right now. He wants to say something to you also. Okay. All right. I'm not asking for 2 for 1 here, but Patricia is here, so we'll do it. Come on, Dad. He says, I love you too, honey, very much. Take care of your health. I know that's been driving you crazy of late, but you're doing pretty good with it. He says, take care of your health. And he says, your driving will get better over time. He.
He was afraid to get in the car with me. He was petrified of my driving.
Oh, God.
So funny.
That is funny.
Oh,
he was laughing about it, too.
That is ironic.
Yeah, anyway, big hugs.
Yeah,
Go ahead, honey. What?
I couldn't have loved him. I mean, I loved him more than, my biological father. I'm kind of sorry to say that, but I did. He gave me a father. And I just loved him so much. I love him so much.
Yeah, I know.
Just, as long as he knows that, that's all I want, them to know is that, it makes me feel so much better knowing they're there because I don't know if you remember, but when we first met, I was in a very dark place. I was grieving something terrible.
Yes, I remember, honey.
I had just lost them, yeah.
I know.
And I feel much better now. I don't have the grief.
That's wonderful. Well, that's wonderful, sweetheart. And we all need to go through our grieving. There's 2 things I want to say. It's for you and everyone, actually. Our grieving process is more for us than for them. They hurt when we grieve. They don't want us to be sad, number one. But we do have to go through our grieving. There's no mystery formula for healing. It happens when it's ready to happen, and we all need to take We all need to take our private time to grieve. So I'm glad to hear you're feeling better, Patricia, and I'm glad to hear that you had respect for your grieving process and you allowed it to occur as it needed to be. All right, my dear. Well, thank you so much, honey, for calling in. What were you going to say?
You're welcome. But Laura, let me just ask one real quick question. Where do I go to listen to this recording?
Well, if you go to spiritmediumtv.com, on there it has a link to the Blog Talk Radio site.
Okay. Spirit Medium TV.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, honey. God bless, love.
All right.
Thank you, love.
You take care.
Thanks. You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, Patty is a sweetheart. Everybody's very nice, but Patty is a very, very special person because she and I I don't know, something goes on there between us. It's not not understandable by normal law. Okay, I'm starting to go to other callers. I noticed that there was somebody in the chat room called, she had a great name actually, Mystic Hexy Dreamer, and she was asking me a question. I guess Did I call in too early? And I don't know. She must have hung up because I think she's checked out. But if you are there, Misty, I don't know where you are, so can't really find you that easily. Okay, moving to Sharon with her life question. Hello, Sharon.
Oh, hello.
Hi, honey.
Hello. I didn't know if I'd get on or not. Okay.
Well, yes, you're here. You're on. Go ahead and give me your question, darling.
And again, focus on this. When do you see me? I'm looking for employment.
Okay.
The right job. The right career job.
Okay. Let's see. I think, didn't I answer this for you once? I kind of remember going through this once before, but we'll go into it again. This is for Sharon. She's from 216 area code. When will, I'll just start with a will she find right employment, the right job or right work for herself, yes or no? Yeah, you're going to find what you want, honey. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of putting in the effort. It's due diligence.
Oh my gosh, I am.
Yeah, it's just a matter, it's also a matter of not accepting what you don't want and having belief that what you do want will be there for you, and it will be there, is what Spirit says. But it's just going to take a few, don't get excited, but they say a few more months, and you can lighten up on the diligence. You can do it at your pace. You don't have to be driving yourself crazy. But the one thing that you do have to do is believe that that job is there for you. And it will be then. You seem to be employed now, right?
Yeah, you're right. I am. It's a temp job, contracting.
Right.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah. Well, just hang out, do what you have to do. Continue to look. Continue to look. Continue to have faith. And every day, I'd like you to bathe yourself in a white light. And think as you're doing that to please release anything that you hold in yourself that is preventing you from finding this job, this work that you would like. And then as you do that, I would like you to think of what you want and ask again from your heart center or your gut with feeling, from your heart and your gut with feeling about what this job would be like for you. Ask for it and do it every day. Do it every day.
Okay. You said a few more months. I know a couple more months.
Yeah, I get a couple of more months. Yeah. But, that could change. That's as of today. With the right clearing, that's why I have you do the white energy.
I got it. The white energy with the white light.
Yeah, the white light clears blocks. And then the second part of it is to ask. We always have to ask. You don't always have to ask, but the more clear you are on what you want, the more you believe that you can have what you want, the more you ask for what you want with that strong desire to have it. Desire is one of the most powerful energy movers in the universe. Perhaps it is the most. Emotions are very powerful. So attach your emotion to your prayer work, and you'll see the results will come faster rather than later. Okay, honey?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Love. God bless.
Thank you.
You're welcome, honey. Bye-bye. Okay, and I am now going to go to somebody who's looking for a healing, and her name is Patty. Patty's been waiting a long time. Hi, Patty.
Hey, hon. How are you?
I'm doing great, love. How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
I think I asked, the lady asked me, I think I asked wrong when she said a healing, and I told her, I said, I just wanted to ask about the fertility.
Okay, fine. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, I understand, because I do healings on the show. So my wonderful Susie, she's a doll. As a matter of fact, she's one of my earth angels. She likes to help me by getting healings on the radio show. It's just that I know more about your situation. So she didn't know that. Okay. So the question is, will you be able to get pregnant? And that'll be a good beginning point. Okay. So this is for Patty. She's calling from 828 area code. Hold on. It helps me get your vibration, love. So just relax. Patty, healing, yes. I mean, Patty, fertility, yes or no? You have, you can. You have the ability to get pregnant. And it won't take that long either. Even though I know you've tried every they're saying you've tried everything known to mankind to get pregnant. There's, for some reason or other, they're telling me that you should be able to get pregnant very easily from this point forward. It's not.
How are the fallopian tubes? Do you know?
I'll look at them now. They say it's not a matter of whether you will, it's just a matter of when you will. Okay, so let me look at the fallopian tubes. Have you had something done to them, honey, to open them up or remove scar tissue or whatever the heck is blocking them? Have you had that done, love?
Just the dye test, the scar tissue.
Who did that? The doc? The hospital did? Okay, because they're saying, Spirit is saying it's done. All right, let me look at the, so you wanted me to look at the fallopian tubes, right, honey? Hold on. Okay, we've got the right one and we've got the left one. Let's take a look-see. Hold on, I'm trying to see which one is most open, if any. One of them is more open than the other. It seems to be the right one, and that would be able to allow the egg to come through most easily. There's also another portion of information that they're trying to get to you. Spirit is that you have to take really good care of your health so that your eggs are produced as best as possible, and that you're not nutritionally complete, and that you need to take some exercise every day. You need to take rest every day, lower the stress level in your life, and also improve some of the foodstuffs that you're eating. Try to not have any kind of, what do they call that? Foods with a lot of additives. Try to eat more natural, real food versus, junk food or what have you. I think it might be an area that you think you're doing well in, but I'm being told you can improve in that area tremendously. Okay, now your hormones, although they're still functioning, and properly, they're not at their optimal, which proper nutrition will help with that a bit, because your hormones are under secreting right now, just under secreting. You could have more in the bloodstream of nutrients. Let me see if there's anything else. Hold on. You're not supplementing with any hormones right now, correct?
No, the only thing I'm taking is Vitex.
What is that?
To help keep my regulated.
Oh, well, that's progesterone, Vitex.
Vitex is the chest berry.
Yeah. That creates progesterone in the body. It's working a bit for you, but it's still not right. So they want you to kind of just optimize the eating a little bit more. I also see perhaps you might want to do some smoothies with spinach or kale and things like that. Really get the nutrition going, because that will help a lot with all of this. And rest is very important for you. Rest. Okay, because you're very stressed out. You have a lot of responsibilities at work and a lot of things going on around you at home and whatnot. It's like sometimes you're in the middle of a hurricane.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So so they want you to kind of remove yourself from the environment at times, retreat to your bedroom and or take a long hot bath, listen to the radio or music you like, or maybe read a book, and practice being lazy for a portion of every day, because that will also help your hormonal levels and your ability to conceive. Nobody can hold on to a baby. Nobody can conceive a baby if they're stressed out. So that's very, very important. One other thing, one second here. There's something else going on there. Hold on. Do you ride around on something that's very bumpy, like a truck or a horse or anything like that, honey?
No.
All right.
No.
Well, just be careful. Be careful you're not doing anything that would upset your uterus by bouncing on it or what have you. Okay, that's another.
I do a lot of up and down bouncing stuff at work with the kids I work with.
Well, is there a way that you can minimize that? Maybe softly demonstrate, because that's very important also.
Okay.
Okay, because that's Yeah, that's hurting your uterus, or that bounding up and down is not good for you.
Okay. Okay. I sure will. Now, do you think I need any healings from you, or I'm okay?
I mean, from everything I'm seeing here, it looks like you're pretty good to go. The only healing might be needed is for some reason you're not able to do what you were just told to do. Then you have an emotional, spiritual, mind, body, soul block that would have to be looked at and released. But if you can handle what I've just told you, it's a couple of things. It's all being recorded, and you can find the link to listen to this again at spiritmediumtv.com. There's a link to Blog Talk Radio. Then you'll be okay. It's just, well, there's a few things that were said. I don't remember all of them right now because, as I mentioned earlier, I'm half in a trance. But I don't think you need a healing right now, honey, unless you have trouble implementing. Okay?
Right.
All right,
I
love.
appreciate it.
Oh, sure. My pleasure, honey. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. Okay. And Susie, I will get to you, sweetheart, probably after the show. Right after it, I'll continue the show. I'm going to go to David. David's been waiting the longest. David, hello. How are you? Hi, honey. How are you?
I'm good, Lord. Thank you for taking my call.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
appreciate that.
Absolutely. Just give me your question, love, and we'll be good to go. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm seriously considering going back to Blog Talk Radio, which I had only done about 2 or 3 episodes when I was there. Then I had left. But I'm curious how you think that would go for me.
Okay.
I mean, I'm confident in my abilities, but it's kind of, I don't really know if I want to start that engine back up again. You know what I'm saying? So.
All right. Well, let's see. This is David, who's at 774 area code. Yes or no? So what you're really asking me is, are you asking me, should you start up that whole line of work again, or just the engine of Blog Talk Radio as a marketing mechanism? David.
A little bit of both, actually.
All right. Don't say anything more.
I have all the other pieces in place. Okay.
Don't say anything more. Yeah, I don't want too much information. Otherwise, you influence me, and I don't want to be influenced. Sure. So should he start the whole thing up again, yes or no, including Blog Talk Radio? Well, it's not that you don't have the ability, you do, and I feel there's somebody trying to influence you close to you. They're saying, do it, do it, do it, you're so talented. But it is a personal decision about, in other words, you're being given a choice from your soul and from your guides. They're saying, you don't have to do this. You can live.
Exactly.
Right. You don't have to. It's optional for you. You can live a life around that. You don't have to sacrifice, because there's a lot of sacrifice involved for you in doing this. It's like a karmic, they're telling me, karmic deed almost, or it feels karmic to you when you do it. It brings up stuff.
Oh my God. Yes. That's part of the problem. I have a problem with people taking it seriously, and that really bothers me. So that's amazing. Wow. Yeah. I'm not like treat it like a comic, but in a way, sometimes it is comical. Yes.
I don't mean comical. Karmic. Karmic. Karmic.
Oh, comic.
Yeah, and that would be karmic, because what I get is that when you do the work, it brings up stuff for you and you don't have to deal with that stuff. You don't have to bring up all that stuff. You can live a life that's easier for you if you choose to do so. You come in with the ability to see, know, feel, hear spirit, but you do not have to use that this lifetime. That's what they're saying. Okay. So it's really your own decision if you want to go in that direction. Will the money be there? Yes, the money will be there to a certain extent. But what I feel is when you do the work, it just drives you crazy. And you don't like that feeling. You just want a simpler life.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would say sit with this. So you would make money. It would work for you, but it's not worth the effort monetarily. Although you would make money, you would have clients. It involves you at such a deep level It's not like a job you can go and leave and come home. But I feel that right now, for you in your life, you prefer to have something a little easier that's less personally involving. Eventually, though, you will get back to the work later on. But for now, you need to focus in on money, on monetary sustenance, and on a simpler solution to that than this business. And that will bring you great peace. Then what's going to happen is down the line, a couple of years, you're going to start doing it again. It's going to come to you, and you won't really have to go after it. And that would be the way that you would like to do it the most. You don't need to work hard to bring the business in that way. It's just going to fall in your lap.
Exactly. Okay. That makes complete sense. Yes.
All right, sweetheart.
Okay, great.
Yeah, so just relax. Go after money. Yeah, go after money. And that this spirit work will come to you later on, a couple of years. It's just going to start flowing to you. And that's the way you would like to have the business develop. Because the other way is headache. And it's not for you. You're a very sensitive person. You don't need all that upset. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you, honey. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, honey. Bye-bye. Okay, and I am now going to go to, it looks like, hold on, looks like I'm going to go to Maggie. She's been waiting a very long time. Hey, Maggie, what's up?
Hey.
Hey. So what I'd like you to do, Maggie, is just give me your question, not a lot of background, honey. Go ahead.
I would like to know about career. When will I be able to have one that I like?
Oh, okay. Let's see what we can do for Maggie. 843, career, yes or no? Spirit, yeah. You're going to have what you like. Hold on. I'm going to get some details on that. Okay. If you only knew though what you like, that's the problem. I don't feel you, this is what I get for you, honey, is like you feel like you'd like something that's a little bit more heart-centered, that you would, you'd enjoy it more, maybe it's more creative, a little bit more out of the box, but you don't really have a firmly defined definition. Defined definition is redundant, I guess, but you don't have it firmly defined what you want. In other words, you need to get very, very, very clear on what this would look like to you, okay? And that, that shouldn't be too difficult for you to do, but when you finally do understand what you want, then you can work towards it slowly. It feels that you would want to do something that was not salaried, but more personally employed, self-employed, that kind of a thing, or that you have to set your own way or make your own future with it. And this right now seems very difficult. Okay, it seems like it's something that's so difficult that you don't want to even define it for yourself. Does that make sense, please, Maggie?
Yeah.
Okay. So you have to come out of your little foxhole now, okay? And you have to yeah, it's like the, what do you call Groundhog Day? Come on, Groundhog, out of the hole. You have to stop hiding from it. You have to step up to the plate. You have to start creating different viewpoints about this, different beliefs. One of them is it doesn't have to be difficult. So allow yourself to feel and know what it is you really want to do, and then get clear on it. I feel it's art, it's creative. I feel it's holistic. Okay, I feel it's intuitive in the intuitive art field, but you are sort of not even sure what it is. It's not specifically defined yet. Does that make sense to you, please?
It does. I was thinking about going back for my master's in psychology, but I didn't want to go back to school.
Okay. Let's see. So we need to go into that and see what the elements of that are, and then see how we can set it up a different way that would allow you to evolve into that over time. So as you see yourself as a psychologist, it means you like to work with people solving problems, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I also feel very strongly, if you haven't allowed yourself to feel this yet, that you really like to be self-employed, or the person calling the shots. Is that correct, please?
Oh, that's definitely yes.
All right. So now from there, and then you're also very intuitive. You're very intuitive. You're very creative. So you can do something in the holistic arts field. I use the word art to mean it can have many different faces to it. it can be very creative. It could be hypnosis, it could be coaching, it could be readings, it could be healings, energy healings, it could be a combination of all of that. And that, your process to get to do it would be to follow what you feel like you want to learn or do today. You don't have to have a structure to this, because that's one of the things that you need, is you need to evolve into it so that it happens and you don't have to worry about it. You also, by virtue of the fact, want to have a credential. Obviously, you're concerned that whatever you do, you'll be able to get business. Credential, we often want a credential because we feel it will bring us business. But the best credential, Spirit tells me, is yourself. You become your calling card. Once you start to work the business in some way, could be by picking up a short-term skill, like, for example, hypnosis, okay? And then starting to get clients on the basis of that through perhaps simply networking. Then you allow the business to lead you forward, and it becomes a business. So for you, it's going to be a slow evolution, and you will find exactly what you want over time. But you have to give yourself permission to do that, visualize it happening every day, and then take some steps. Very baby steps, but some steps at first to get you already in a service position where you're making some money and servicing clients. I hope that makes sense to you, my dear.
Yeah, I was trying to avoid that. It's a little aggravating.
Okay. So I want to move on to another person, but I just want to say you need to do something to get what you want. So the first step I'm going to ask you to do is please focus in, write a script of what you really think you want. Look at it. If there's too much work involved, then put down in the script, and it would come to me this way, or it would have this facet to it. So define it in a way that you need it to be defined, and then come back later to the show again, or set up a session with me. There might be some belief systems we can release that are surrounding this, but the first step is to define what you want. Okay, sweetheart?
Thank you.
You're welcome, love. God bless. Bye-bye. Okay, I'm going to move to Evelyn, and then I'm going to move to Susie. Hello, Evelyn. What's up? Evelyn?
Nothing much, Lisa.
Okay. Hi, honey. My name's Laura, not Lisa. My name is Laura.
Laura,
It's okay.
No, Laura.
That's all right, honey.
No, I was thinking of my sister, Lisa.
Okay, not a problem, Okay, honey, just give me your question. Just give me your question.
I recently rekindled things with Daniel, and I want to know if that's going to lead to a healthy relationship this year.
Okay, great question. Okay, Evelyn 559, Daniel, yes or no?
Daniel R.
Okay, just give me a moment, honey. Yeah, he's good for you. And he will make good on the things he's saying. I get a very positive feeling there. So it's okay to go forward with that. He will work on what he needs to work on. He's more mature now. He's willing to take more responsibility for his end of the relationship, and he's willing to make the commitment that was needed and wasn't there before. So I do see good things happening with that, honey. God bless.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, love. Bye. Okay, I'm going to go to Susie now. Susie, my dear. I see that. Hi, honey. I know what you want. Intuitive look into your legs and feet. All right, let's go there. Is it from? We already talked about this, but I know you want an intuitive side to this. Hold on. Is the right leg is hurting more than the left, honey? Would you say?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, it's making you limp now.
Mhm.
I get it's more circulation than anything else. I also feel that
90 seconds.
The muscles around there kind of, I don't know, it seems like they're not working, or they're atrophied or something. There's softness there in the tissue. Let me see what else I can get from that. So what I get, the solution, but you should go to a doctor, of course, honey. You know, this is only complimentary. All right. But what I get is that if you were to do some methodical kind of movement that was strengthening to the legs,
60 seconds,
particularly from the knee down into the feet, like I don't know what those exercises, some kind of physical therapy would actually stimulate the tissue there and support everything better. Circulation better, everything better, and that you would be able to get much better function with your legs, your right one in particular. Now, you thought it might have been sciatica, right?
I do have something going on with sciatica, it's starting in my lower back. Well, but this is different.
Yeah, I was going to say this is not sciatica. What I get is mostly the tissue there needs to be stimulated. And what a doctor might do is try to stimulate it, get this one with some kind of, I don't know, modest electrical current or something.
10 seconds.
But I get that you can stimulate it a lot with perhaps even some massage of your own, maybe massaging the tissue, but also exercising it, flexing the muscles, releasing them, flexing the muscles, releasing them, or other kinds of simple resistance training. And I know that's a little different than what you were thinking, but that's what I'm hearing. So I will let you hear that. Okay?
Okay. Thank you very much, Laura.
All right, sweetheart. Love you, honey. And namaste.
You too.
Thank you, love. Thank you, my earth angel. Ciao, Bella. Bye-bye. Okay, everybody. Patricia, who's here, and Susie, who's here, they're both earth angels. Go ahead and read my article, Earth Angels, on my website. You'll see it on the right of spiritmediumtv.com. If anybody is interested in a private session with me, you can get a 25% discount. Just go to Laura.com and put radio show in the event code field, and you will get that discount. Namaste. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.